Okay. Hello, everyone. See, that works. Sound works. Good shit. Another day, another update stream. Well, another Sunday, another update stream. I'm not gonna stream so long today. I don't know. Making sure. Okay, it's working. It's working. What's up? What's up? What up? Not much, like things are looking really good. Not much I can say. Let's see here. No. I don't have so much to say, honestly, because we're just trucking. Things are moving forward. Actually, things are looking really good. What can I say? That's all. Like I can answer some questions, but that's pretty much it. Oh. No, people didn't figure it out yet. Although I will show you guys, and people will go like, okay. No. One second, I need to discuss something IRL. Okay, I'll discuss something IRL here. I'll mute myself. Let me quickly discuss something, and then I'll get back to the stream. Okay, I'll mute myself. Damn, son, I just told you guys some of the most important things. But either way, I said like there's not so much of an update, except that things are moving forward. I'm very excited, but I'm also a bit tired, you know. Um, yeah, things are looking good. Well, the announcement, but it doesn't say update stream. Doesn't the stream says update stream? I didn't say announcement, right? In the title. But to me it says update stream, for fuck's sake. I do check it. Ah, it says announcement here. Fuck. Man, I definitely check it before I start the stream because I don't want to piss you guys off. It's an update stream, it's not an announcement stream. Fuck. Sorry for the clickbait. I apologize. Do you guys forgive me? Do you guys forgive me? I baited you guys. For what actually? What was the announcement before? Was it not the new video gen that we have on the website? Now I gotta give you guys an announcement. We will change Biden again, by the way. We will put Biden back this week. Did something happen to Debarks? I mean, when people leave here or whatever, it's always, you know, personal stuff and I don't talk about it. I can address a few things, but even though I am not so like I've seen some people what they say and they're theorizing and stuff, and very often people are just very much, yeah, like they don't know what they're talking about. He told us to ask you. I will tell you guys something, right? I mean, it's just to give you guys a little bit of understanding, because a lot of people, when they look at, you know, what we do or the decisions that are being made or whatever, it's simplified, and problems are very complex. And I'm going to be very specific. I'm not going to be, you know, beating around the bush. When people come over here, right, and they work on stuff, um, depending on the degree to which they're motivated and to the degree to which things work out, they are basically, you know, like they're doing more or less. And it's just it's the nature of it, you know. They're like, if you work on a project and it doesn't, you know, bring about the best results or not as fast, it can be very demotivating for people. And and as a result, like what happens, and it happens with a lot of people, is when you're less motivated, you start outputting less, and then you have a cycle where you feel bad about it and you need to justify it, and you create a very strong, you know, feedback loop, which then can result in having a lot of, I would say, negative feelings about the place, or about me, even though, I mean, I'm fucking chill as fuck. Now, when it comes down to Mr. Debarks, like, when he came over, he was extremely productive. He did really a lot. But of course, like, it was when all the streamers were, you know, being added and stuff, and he did a lot of personality and did quite a lot of heavy lifting in that regards, and it was surprising. But as time passed and we moved on to, you know, working on more long-term projects where, you know, there's a lot of work, there was not so much, you know, tangible stuff, and as a result, like, it basically, you know, affects motivation and drive and productivity. And to me, like, the reason why, like, in the past, the way I went about it is when people were less productive, I went after their asses and really, you know, was pushing them to be more productive. But I've stopped doing that altogether. I don't go around and push people anymore to be productive, because I know if we are successful, and I think we will be, people will reactivate again and be motivated again. So a lot of the times, like, people that don't have so much stuff to do, it's not, you know, it's not indefinite. And even though they might not, you know, be doing so much. Now, the reason why I'm explaining all this is because this brings me to the next thing. It's like when people don't do much, which I'm not judging here. I mean, I don't think it's the most honest thing to do. But then again, it is what it is. Like, when people do things they're not supposed to do. And I would say, like, there is very few rules in this place, like, really very few. One of the rules is you cannot hit on girls. Like, it's really like, it's you get kicked for that shit. And the reason why is because if a girl comes over here and they have like 20 guys here hitting on her, that girl will run away. She won't feel safe. If the girl is interested, she will let us, you know, she will let, you know, morale know or whatever. And, you know, that system works really well. We don't have a competition here where guys come and, you know, like, when girls come and guys try to fight to get, you know, to talk to the girl, whatever the fuck. And it's a very, 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 I mean, like, it's the one rule I basically enforce the hardest, because if anything happens, if a guy goes into a girl's room or whatever, and then the girl comes and says she got touched or whatever the fuck, we are fucked. We have to deal with any kind of, you know, case of like, what is it, accusation or whatever the fuck, we are screwed. I mean, this place is already seen as a cult. I don't want a scenario where, you know, whether it's true or not, doesn't even matter. But of course, like, I wouldn't imagine anyone doing something like that anyway. But like, I have already had situations where girls say stupid shit, and it's very difficult to like, it's very difficult to go and say like, oh yeah, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? When they go out with that stuff, it doesn't matter. Like facts and the truth doesn't fucking matter, and that's why we have very strong rules. I mean, in working places, you have even harder rules. You just cannot be in a relationship. Here, if the girl is interested in a guy, she can, you know, like there is a, she can basically, you know, like talk to Morale, and then Morale, you know, checks and we see if, you know, the guy's interested. And if they're interested, they go on a walk and they figure it out. It's very simple, you know. And it also takes away a lot of the dissonance. When you're here as a dude, you don't have to think like, oh, do I need to score points with girls? Because you know you can't. Like, it's just like, if a girl's interested, girl's interested. And it saves a lot of bullshit. Now, in that regards, I mean, as far as I know, that is being explained very clearly, but I was told it wasn't. And then something else happened in that regards, which I then addressed very strongly. But I was like, you know, you can't do this, or you're gonna get kicked out. It's that simple. Very short. Now, then like something else happened, like not so long ago, like a week ago, where he was just very, very. I'm using a lot of euphemisms here because I don't want to talk shit or whatever. I'm just giving you guys an update, right? Very simple. Where he was very emotional, let's put it that way, and came across very hostile. I mean, I'm not saying whether it was or wasn't. Like it's what I've been told. And basically, normally I don't talk about these things, but he said you guys can ask me, so I'm just giving you guys a full rundown, right? So that was an extra thing that came on my desk, right? And the thing is like for me, and this is the main thing, when a person is here, right, and is already rationalizing that, that he's not doing, since he's not doing as much, like how the place is, not that great, or like there is these stupid rules or whatever, or he's channeling it through me. Like what you basically have is a scenario where when the person feels like leaving, and that was literally the case with Debarks, he felt like he was considering leaving, and the connection is not so strong, and there's not so much productivity, then the pattern is that, that it can very easily cause more and more trouble, and people just leaving in that scenario is just way better. And it's not like, oh yes, someone came here and put their life and everything aside and whatever the fuck, and we're doing everything, and then they make one mistake and get kicked out. No, that's not how it works. That would be detrimental for the place. But if a person is here and is already having second doubts and everything, and is already channeling for a big part, a lot of that frustration through me, through trusting me and everything, then you really create a breeding ground for how do you say it, for not an optimal foundation to be in this environment. And then when you then also do stuff that crosses the line, like the barrier or the metric to then be kicked out is much lower. If a person like is very productive and is contributing a shit tons to this place and is very much invested in here, and wants to be part of it, and also doesn't distrust the decision making and everything, like an event like that would not result in them getting kicked out. No fucking way. But on the other hand, if the person is not so invested and is already thinking about leaving and has voiced that as well and everything, and is causing trouble, that's a different story. So everything always has its own, what is it called, like context, and you need to understand the full scope of things before you go like, oh yeah, this or that. People jump very easy to conclusions, and the reality is that when you look at the scenario and you see the reality for what it is, it's like, oh yeah, this makes a lot of fucking sense. So there you go. That is the answer to your question. I'm just addressing it all nicely. It's like, I do have to say, people getting kicked out, right, are people getting kicked out, right? It rarely happens in this environment. Yeah. No. The debark stuff, like there were several things. Bro, address the girl thing. That is not cool. I was not interested in her and asked her for. I don't know. Do you really want me to address it, Debarks? Are you giving me the permission to address it? Because if I address it, it's gonna make it look even worse. If you tell me address it, I will address it just how it is. But I tell you, you're gonna feel really bad about it. I can even bring morale here. You're not gonna like it. I'm just saying. It's like you don't want me to come and address these things publicly. So you want me to address the stuff with the girl? You guys with your popcorn. Let me see here. I just don't like to talk about these things, but if he doesn't mind, I don't mind talking about it, you know? I'm checking here with Maral if she wants to come by. Very curious why none of the girl stuff was brought up when you got kicked out. But I'm saying like it's a compounding effect. It's like when there is people that are here, right? And they do something. I mean, it's like I'm just saying it was not the first time, you know? The girl thing was not my fault and all was forgiven. Like, I have to tell you, right? You said here that you weren't interested in her, right? And then I told you, really, are you honest about it? And she said, no. I said, nothing's like, oh, maybe 5-10%. Did you or didn't you say that? And when I told you that she wasn't interested in you, were you affected by it or not? Be honest in the chat. You felt almost like, you know, backstabbed. So like you can't come and have it both ways, you know, saying like, oh yeah, I just was friends and this and that, but you know, maybe there is a chance. It's not just not honest. So yeah. And you know exactly what I mean, you know. It's not, you're not being truthful. You're not being truthful. It's like when it comes down to like to me the part that I really dislike, right, is when there is very simple rules, right, and they're being explained and they're not being followed, and then it's like, oh yeah, you know, like you come with arguments and you're not being honest in my face. I really dislike that. Definitely when it can put the place in jeopardy. Because when there is these rules about girls, right, there is very specific reasons for it, and it's like, you know, and if it then is being, you know, what do you call it, being turned into ambiguity, right, when it's clear cut, unacceptable. And that's the thing, right? It's like when I run the place, right, I'm the one that is being judged and being like the burden of making sure this place is not uh, uh, like can run and it's not going down the shitter, right, lies on my shoulders. If there is any situation where there is how do you say it, where there is any, what do you call it, when there is any problematic situation that happens in this place, everybody will look at me. If there is, you know, if we have to shut down the place for whatever, for an investigation or whatever the fuck, people will look at me. And I know when it comes down to the place and the future of it, making sure there is literally nothing that happens in this environment is crucial, because we are already like under a big magnifying glass, because people say, oh yeah, cult this and that, and these rules make it so that these things can't happen. It's just not possible. It's protected against it, and if people break these rules, they're out. That's how it works. It's very simple, you know. Yeah. But that's not even true. Like Debarks, you asked her for a group walk, and then the other people couldn't go, so you went with her yourself. You thought you could game the mechanics. You can't game the mechanics. In this place, you can't go and play with the game mechanics. It doesn't work. I see straight through that. And then you come to me and say like, oh yeah, no, I'm not interested. Oh, actually only 5% or 10%. It's just like, it's dishonest. And then when I tell you, like, do you know she told me she's not interested, and you it affected you. Like, don't come to me and lie. It doesn't make you look good. It's like when you say these things, it's just not true. So you're telling me that when I was talking to you and I said she's not interested, it didn't affect you at all? You're being honest about that? Right. Hi, Morel.
I literally just woke up.
Now Debark says she's a player. Okay, then she played you. But like, come on, man.
Who's a player?
It's just. How are you doing? Were you sleep?
I was sleeping. Yeah. Well,
so how did I wake you up?
I woke up already, like right before you messaged me. What's up? I haven't followed what happened.
Either way.
Hey everyone.
But like, I'm just saying, like, that's not the reason why you got kicked out, though. Like, but that was already the first, you know, like that was already crossing the line the first time, and I even told you that in person, you know, because it was already addressed to you by Marek, I think, and then you did it again, and then I came to you and talked to you and was very strong about it. So that was already twice, because normally people get told to not do it, but you said nobody told you, which I don't know is true or not, but hey, I guess I would think since you watched the stream, you know, like, but also normally when people come over, they are being told like, don't hit on girls, like these are the rules. But if you tell me like nobody told me, like it's difficult, you know, your word against others, but normally that's the process. And yeah, and then afterwards you still, you know, went on a walk with her. While I very clearly said, you don't do that. I mean, it's very clear cut, you know. I gave you permission to discuss this stuff within the context of what Reese told you. There was no, got kicked out. You had no right to bring the girl up. What?
I haven't followed exactly what's going on, but I do understand it's talking about Debarks.
Well, I don't want to talk about these things, you know. I mean, like if he's coming and saying these things,
Debarks did not get kicked for going on a walk with a girl.
No, it's not because of that. Although that was also something that happened in the past. That also, you know, it's like if someone does something, like in an isolated scenario, there is less. I would say it's less heavy. But if a person is already unsatisfied and already feels like leaving, I mean, all these components play a role in the decision of getting kicked out or not. And since you're here, like, you gotta tell me, like, did you feel like leaving? You can say it, you know. Did you feel like leaving? Did you feel distrust in how I run the place? Like, if you're saying all these things like before you even got kicked out, it's like then I mean then the kick is not even that big of a deal, you know. You want to address the girl stuff, but like, did you
How can I help with my presence?
I don't know. I think it's funny that he's saying like address it, and then I address it, and then he crawls back. I'm sorry, bro. Don't come at you. I told you you don't want me to address it, and you then come at me and say like, oh yeah, you don't want me to address it. Yeah, like address it, and I address it, and now you crawl back. I'm sorry, bro. I warned you. I don't want to talk about these things publicly, but if you tell me like, yeah, sure, go ahead, that's on you, bro.
Someone's asking, is it not allowed to ask people for a walk in the compound? So we have very little rules in this place, and one of the rules, we have like 4 rules. Don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol, don't pirate. 5 rules, sorry. Do not pirate, because we have to pay a lot of fees when people do that. And to follow the plant-based diet that is here, and if you are vegetarian, then you can store vegetarian stuff in your room if you do it responsibly, like in a fridge and whatnot, so that there's no infestation, and that you what isn't provided food-wise is private in your own room, because it's unfair towards other people that might not have the opportunity to buy stuff for themselves, etc. In public spaces, that is. And then the last rule is the guys and girls rule. Because we're a minority of girls here in this place and we all work and live together, the rule is that guys and girls can talk, but girls are not allowed to lead guys on unless they're interested in the guy. And guys are not allowed to, in their head, kind of create the scenario that they're going to hit on the girl and like start shaping their whole schedule around the girl and stuff like that. And all these rules that we have are just basically in place after having run a place like this for a very long time, and to provide the maximum safety for everybody that is here, so that people can feel safe walking the corridors, not having to worry about social dynamics of having to reject people and blah, 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 blah. No, these girls don't have autism, actually. I think 95% of the girls really appreciate the rule in place. The rule is not complicated. I just woke up, so I'm probably bad at explaining. It's pretty straightforward, and it's just to ensure that people are fine in a working and living environment together. Now, there was a girl that came over, and I'm the one kind of responsible for girls that come over. I have a call with them before they come over. We have an application system in this place to ensure security of people, but also the projects that we work on. But you can't fully know someone through an application process or through just a conversation, right? So we take a leap in faith in people that come over here, and people who come over here take a leap of faith in us, and vice versa. Now, I mean, there's not just girls coming over, there's guys coming over too, but I don't handle the guys. Now, there was a girl that came over, and we like to give the benefit of the doubt for people who are here. We don't just kick people out very easily. Same goes for guys, same goes for girls. And this girl, she was basically lying about everything in her life, and she was manipulating a lot of people that were here. And she would lie to everyone about everything, every little single thing, including to Debarks and many other guys here, playing with people's emotions. And she was the type of person that would basically say, I went on a walk with this person, and I felt uncomfortable, or he, kind of like he could make me, he would sexually assault me or whatever. But when someone comes and says something like that, we have no choice but to believe what they say. Not saying this is what happened with Debarks, or that she said that about Debarks, but she was definitely using a lot of people in the surrounding, and she got kicked out after a week, actually, and he would have been kicked out even before that if it wasn't for me traveling. But the whole girl thing that happened was, I don't know what you guys are talking about exactly, but since you're talking about the girl, she was definitely not a nice person, let's put it like that. And so a lot of the rules that we have in place aren't only to protect girls, they're also to protect guys in this environment from people who are, not the nicest.
Like the part that I'm just saying is that if there is a motivation to go on a walk with a girl and basically
we have very clear rules that you don't go on a walk with a girl unless she specifically says that she is interested in you, and if she is interested in you, you will know. And that's part of just the security protocols, so shit like this don't happen.
Yes.
And that's it. It's not about it's not about like controlling who gets to talk to who or anything like that. It's just simply protecting people in this place. It's not much different from workplaces not allowing relationships, but here, of course, we cannot control who gets into a relationship or not. Like, feelings are feelings, and
well, for me, the most important thing, right, is that we don't create a scenario where people try to play or bypass the rules with, with certain narratives or certain tricks. There's just zero tolerance. It's like, you don't go on walks with girls unless they are interested. Done. That's not the case, then no walk. Easy peasy. That also gets communicated to girls. You don't go walks on guys unless you're interested, because it creates the wrong idea. Like, everybody knows that here. They see you walk, they think, there is some interest. And that is, it's maybe kind of a weird kind of setting for people, in the normal life. But if you co-live and you don't have these clear boundaries, like, it just leads to crazy drama and accusations and bullshit, which has also happened in the past. So it's not like, oh yeah, we're trying to be very strict or whatever. Normally in working environments, you are not even allowed to be in a relationship. It's just like, you get fired for that. So like, this environment being a co-working place and stuff, you need to find like, okay, how do you balance it in a way so you don't have this kind of fucking drama, right? So when these things, when these rules are being broken and they're being addressed, and then they're being broken again with another reason, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm not interested, but actually just a little bit, or oh, actually not interested, she's not interested, oh, that I didn't experience that, and being annoyed is very dishonest. Like, it's not okay when these things are being presented very strongly. There is just no room. There is no room to go like, oh yeah, but this, but that. And that is that. And the thing is like, these things are being addressed very strongly. And that is because, like, I don't want to kick people out. Very simple. Now, when the situation, like that, I'm just saying that is one thing that happened. And you didn't get kicked out for that. I mean, it's like, I'm not saying you got kicked out for that. What I'm saying is that these things, when you then, are in a position where you don't feel, that great about being here, you already feel like, as well, that I'm not you channel a lot of your negativity through me, you had the incident that you were very emotional to that person. Like, these things compound to you getting kicked out. But even a kick out, is it even a kick out if you're already considering leaving and everything, right? Like, that's like the degree to which you to which people in the community think like, oh yeah, you came, you put your life aside and everything invested and this and that, and now you suddenly get kicked out. It's not fair. It's not true. That's not the truth. That's not reality. And that really instigates people to message us, to go like, oh yeah. And then other people here think as well, like, oh, like shit, I put my life aside, I'm going to get kicked out tomorrow when I make one small mistake. It's not like that. And that's why, it's not fair for people to believe that. That's it. Yeah.
Debarks says, I was told no hitting, no walk. She asked me for a walk. How is everyone supposed to know all these subset of rules? Yeah, so she asked you for a walk, right? And then you went on a walk, and that was addressed afterwards. So you knew no walks with the girls unless there's interest, because we asked her, since she asked you to go for a walk, and she knew the rules as well. And then she's like, no, I'm not interested in him at all. But still, she was privately messaging you over and over again. And then we have measures in place where girls socialize with girls all the time. So if she wanted to message Charisse, she was able to do so. I know you didn't know that and that you wanted to help her because she lied to you. But when it's being addressed that, you cannot go on a walk with girls, then asking some after being addressed and then asking for the group walk to go together is kind of circumventing that rule as well, when the rules are pretty clear. But in this regard, I mean, these things happen and it was discussed, and the reason you had a conversation with Athene with it afterwards was because she had a lot of red flags and he didn't want her to spread lies about you, which she was doing already, and she was lying to my face as well.
The part that I really dislike, right?
Yeah.
I'm being very straight up, is that he said, I'm not interested, and then goes like, you know what, actually 5%. It's just bullshit. I don't like that at all. If you were zero interested in her, right, you wouldn't be offended that I told you that she wasn't interested in you, and you wouldn't even have gone on a walk to begin with. It's like when you're not being honest about these dynamics, right, and try to circumvent that, doesn't work with me. It just doesn't. Like it's like, and I've seen people try to pull that over and over in this environment. It's like, oh yeah, like, I know the rules are there, but I'll try to see how I can abuse the game mechanics, by saying like, oh yeah, I did this or I did that. Like when these things are being addressed very strongly, you follow these rules because there is a reason why they're there, and there is so few rules in this place. Like I'm just saying, like that's the part I don't like. It's like, be honest about that. It's like, oh yeah, there's a little bit interest, yeah, like, but you present it as, oh, it was not there was no interest. It's just as friends. It's just like it's just bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest about it. It's not cool to do that. But hey, you didn't get kicked out for that though. The reason why you got kicked out, like I said, was because of the compounding effect of all these aspects that I've addressed here very structurally. And even a kick is it does a lot of heavy lifting, that word, because you were already thinking about leaving. And I don't want shit. I don't want you to come with ways to cause more bullshit. And that's also something that I have seen when people doubt being here, and they are more easily doing things to then push the boundaries. And rationalize, oh yeah, the place is not well run and this and that. Like, I mean, nobody is telling people to stay here, It's like if people don't like the way the place is run or whatever, like people are always free to leave. There's nobody saying that. There is no reason to channel it very negatively or thinking like, oh, this or that or that or that. No reason for that at all. So that is the thing, right? Like I like when I see all these elements, right? It's not a big deal, in a way. I don't know if I explained it well.
Honestly, I'm so brain dead. I'm not sure if you explained it well either, but I feel like it's a bit sad that there's a miscommunication and that
I mean, it's like
that Debarks is put on a sort of.
But there's literally people that messaged me, right, on Discord that weren't from this environment, saying like, "Oh, Debarks put everything aside, dropped everything, like, and then you just kick him out, and this and that." Like that's like, I wonder, but because that's Debarks that then tells them, but that's not an honest narrative. Because he was already thinking about leaving. He told several people. It's nonsensical to go like, oh yeah, I put my life there and everything while you're thinking about leaving.
You and I didn't have a chance to talk about this because
but
we've been busy with honest, a lot of other work. But Debarks told me, yes, he said that he was thinking about leaving, but then also I had a conversation with him in person. Not that long ago, before I came back after my visit, and he said that he said those things, but it's not actually what he wanted. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
And
like,
then when, yeah,
like if there is a lot of stuff that is being channeled through me, right? And it definitely is, right? Like
yeah,
the reason why that is happening is because of a dishonest relationship with oneself. If you're here, right, and you're most of the time in your room and you're not doing so much, you need to come with rationalizations to justify it. That's just how simple it is. And I've seen it over and over again. And the people that do the least are the ones that hate the most. Like, I'm not doing jack shit. I'm not going around telling people do this, do this, do that. I'm actually chill as fuck. Like in the past, right, I was much more strict than now. And still yet I'm the boogeyman.
I know.
And
Wait,
that's just not honest. Like it's like I'm just saying like and I'm not even coming and saying like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm not even coming and saying like, hey, this is wrong or whatever. I'm just saying like it's not the scenario where, you know, a person like commits his life here and then just gets kicked out for some random reason. That's not the narrative I like to be presented. That's all, because that's not the truth.
yeah, when Kazuya said he didn't say anything about leaving his life behind for the cause, Athene is just coming to insane conclusions.
No,
But like,
I got messaged by a person that literally said that.
yeah, I
And
think,
not from here, not from the building.
yeah. Yeah, Debarks, I think he's not saying that you said that, but since there's so many people messaging and there's so many messages that is going about around or with this rhetoric, that's what he was addressing.
Either way, like, I mean, I'm not so, I'm not so,
I mean, I had a great conversation when I met Debarks at the airport, and ultimately, I mean, I'll say it again, and yeah, we had a great conversation, and we went over a lot of dynamics and behaviors, and I told him that because he said he said he likes the place, and I said you can always reapply, you know.
you're always
But
free to reply. Like, for real though, like I'm not hateful towards him, you know. But it's important that you feel like you trust my ability as a leader, because if not, then don't reapply. I mean, because I'm the one running the place. It's like if you don't trust me, there's no reason to reapply. I think that's a very important one, to be honest. But you can always reapply, you know, I don't mind. You did a lot at the start. I trust you like a leader, but that does not mean blind following. But the thing is though, like,
wait. So he says, I would like to discuss more stuff. And I think that's a completely reasonable thing to say. However, we can't discuss with people unless they come to us and actually communicate. So if you have a lot of like things going on or that you want to communicate about, it's better to discuss it, just like we talked about. And have this open sort of vulnerable communication line so that everybody can be on the same page. Because otherwise, I mean, we can't know unless people communicate, and we can't force people to communicate either. That would be kind of cult-like, to go and check in on people and be like, yo.
But the thing is though, like a big part is also the connection, right? Because when he had the talk, right, he said like the person, I'm gonna call it person A, right, said like, oh yeah, you cannot stream games because it ripples, and Debarks was like understanding to it, and then he says like, oh yeah, I also want to, you know, but I should be able to stream when I'm outside with my own stuff, and he and person A said, you know, I'll check that with Athene if that's fine. No biggie about it, right? It's like, and then, you know, complete lash out saying like, yeah, Athene doesn't get to decide what I do. If I want to stream, I stream. If I can't, I leave. That attitude, right, is not welcome here. It's that simple. It's just not welcome.
We had a good
Like,
conversation about it too.
What I'm just trying to say is like, if a person comes and goes like, oh yeah, this and that, like no, okay, then live your life. I'm not coming to tell you what to do. But if you have an attitude where you go like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be here, you know, saying like, when a simple question is being dropped, right, it's just like it's not okay. It's like, it's not like, oh yeah, that would be like, if I was you, what I would say is like, like streaming outside, okay, like you're gonna check with a thing, like I'd like to know what what could be about it that is not a good idea. I mean, it's like I'd be open-minded to it, you know? Like wouldn't be like, no, that I'm out. It's just like it's a non-functional way, and that's literally what you said, you know? It's like, if it, like
Yeah, Debarks, I see your message. I honestly, we have not even had the time to, because we've been working on a lot of high price stuff. I haven't had time to discuss like other things with Athene either. But yeah, ultimately, I think.
what I'm just trying to say is like, it's like, Debarks, be honest, right? Have you told multiple people that you were thinking about leaving? So it's not like you're that invested in this place. I mean, it's like, if you're thinking about leaving, right? It's like there is a reason for it. It's like, and also another question that I have to ask you, right? It's like, do you feel like at the start when you came over, you were more productive than later on? Like, that's also a very, very, very good question to ask yourself, right? Because I don't want. He addressed that multiple points. What? I haven't read it. I'm not reading the chat when I'm talking, by the way. I'm just talking and listening to what she says.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not the sharpest now. If I'm causing more bullshit than helping, then I can leave.
I'm not gonna play the telephone game, but I heard from several people.
Yeah.
I heard from several people, Debarks, that you said it. I'm just saying, it's like several people, two other people. So that's 4 in total. I'm just saying, it's like, I'm not gonna say he said or she said or whatever, but like, I'm just saying, if you're not so invested in the place, and you feel like I'm falling short in the way I lead the place, even though, man, I'm fucking chill as fuck. I was really, harsh to you with what happened with the girl, but that came from a place of care, and I even told you, because if you would have been thrown in with a wild accusation, it would fucking ruin you, and you might say like, man, no way this is gonna happen. No fucking way, man. You have a girl come over here. I had girls come over here, threaten with lies, blackmail me with lies, literally get the police in front of the door saying we stole money, and we locked them up, right? In the room, which was complete bullshit, right? And stole $3,000, complete bullshit, right? We had that stuff happen in this environment. It's like, I'm paranoid. And a girl, when you're a pretty girl, right? You go around, right? And you say whatever the fuck, everybody believes you. That's the truth. That's the reality I have to.
I mean,
deal
that's
with.
how that girl even came here in the first place. It was a lot of lies upon lies.
No, it's not that one. That's another one. The one you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about.
Like a handful of times I had to deal with, and I don't even want to talk about it on the stream because these stories are so batshit insane. People would go like, "No fucking way." There's people in prison, right? Because it got falsely accused. It's like it's. I mean, like, times is changing a little bit, but still, like, it's the world we live in, and that's the reality I have to deal with. I don't even feel comfortable talking about it because it sounds like I'm some
It says Athene's place
shit.
seems to attract a certain type of person, which is weird. It's meant for good intent people. It attracts people that I never come across in the real world. I will say,
no, man.
A lot of good people come over, and quite some bad people come over as well. And it's like, managing a place like this is a lot of work, and especially when security and safety of people comes first above all. So yeah.
I mean, it's like, what I'm just trying to say, right? It's like, I care so much about people here, and I go really out of my way as well, and I'm very protective towards the place. And there's a lot of shit that happens that people are just completely oblivious to. That that I don't even talk about depths and whatever, right? Like, there's bullshit that happens all the time. I would say 80% is girl related, but that's just life, Like, I'm not even coming and saying shit about it, but 80% of my bullshit in this environment is girl related. Not that I have issues with girls or anything. It's the name of the game. It just is what it is. People are oblivious to it. People in this environment, they go through lives, they go through in this place. It's like there is no problems, right? There's never problems. While I'm just fucking putting out fires left and right all the time. Even saying that is spicy, but it's the truth though. I mean, it's like I'm just saying, like, it's not because girls are a problem, you know. It's just like gender dynamics and drama. It's insane. It's insane. The other thing, by the way, I do want to say,
it's also,
there's one other thing I wanted to say. Debarks, there is something that you said that really I did not like. You said, if girls can do this and I can't, that's sexist. You said that. You know what I really don't like about that kind of narrative? It's weaponizing certain words to make it sound like, what, I'm a sexist? I do not like that at all. Because I'm here trying to protect people. I'm trying to run this place. And the last thing I am is a sexist. And it's not fair to say that. It's really not fair. Because I immediately think, okay, yeah, you say, yeah, I did that and take it back. But like, you gotta imagine, right? Debarks, listen up. You want to hear a narrative, right? I'm gonna give you a very nice narrative, and you gotta think about it and tell me. You say that, right? Like, you're here and you're streaming. You go and you bring Michi to the train station. She gives you a shout out. Her viewers go and follow you. Maral gives you a shout out. She follows you as well, right? Then, you know, you don't feel good about this place. You leave, you go on your stream, you say Athene is a fucking sexist. Now, her community starts saying and yapping about that narrative. Michi's community starts yapping about it. Like, you weaponize these kind of things. And whether it's true or not doesn't matter. So if you want to be a public figure, right, where, you know, you talk to people and you can literally influence, when you say shit like that to people here, it's like, to me, it's instant red bells, red flags, insta. Because I'm linking like, well, what if you go outside and start making shit up? Because obviously I'm not a sexist. And now you say like, oh yeah, I feel sorry about that. I feel sorry about that I said that. But what if you said it on the stream? And you have all this following and viewers. I mean, think about that. You don't think about that. I think about that. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's stuff that really, you know, this is the kind of shit that keeps me up at night. If people are able to go and say stuff that is not true, right? They can destroy this place. That's just the truth, and women are more capable of doing it than men, because women have more like, what is it, white knights that rally, but men can do it too. Men can do it too if they have enough reach, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. It doesn't, and that's the problem I have. I mean, people already think I'm a cult leader and a scammer and all that shit and an abuser, and I mean, I'm the chillest guy.
I think you are very chill, but I also think people don't know you so well.
I like how Maral is super diplomatic. She just goes like, you know, guys, it's like Johnny Depp in the movie, pretending to be drunk, pretending to be tired. I'm really tired, you know. I don't know what to read.
I literally just woke up like, what the fuck?
Like behind his sleepy eyes are the Terminator's eyes, super sharp, listening, going like, what are you saying? That isn't that. Don't say that. Isn't that. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I don't really know. Oh yeah, I have no responsibility. I can say stupid shit, but not be, you know, not be accountable for it because I'm tired.
Are you jealous?
Yeah, you get away with that.
I cannot pretty jealous.
I cannot do that. I cannot go like, I'm tired and then say stupid shit.
No, you can't. No.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't see what Debarks said. I think he said.
Maral is the Athene language translator.
Man, sometimes to some people I definitely am. Go up. I didn't see what he said.
This?
It was during a moment of high emotion, but yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. But that's the thing. I think, like, because I assume we can talk about this since you all are all talking about this anyway.
Sure.
I mean, whatever. The reason, so there's a compounding effect of smaller things that all come together, but ultimately.
But it's also not being invested in the place. I think that's a very important one. If someone really puts his life aside for being here, I'm a lot more, you know, I'm just a lot more. I put a lot more thought in it. But if a person is already thinking about leaving, right, like dealing with the bullshit is just You get what I mean, right? It's just a yeah, like I don't want to
I don't like the narrative of like that he put his whole life aside, and even Debarks is not saying that to people, you know. Like
I did get message from
I
a
know
person
you.
that
I know.
literally said that.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know where he got that from,
There's
you
a
know?
lot of people that have been saying that. Yes, just from the narrative and from jumping to their own conclusions and stuff. But even Debarks will say that he didn't put his whole life aside. I mean, he was working on his own stuff. He was making money through his own job. And he donated some stuff to the gym, which was very nice.
And people use that as well, as if like I'm trying to rob him. Like the gym stuff, I do want to say I appreciate that, you know, like Debark spent I don't know how much on the gym, but it didn't come from me. I didn't go and say like, oh yeah, it was from his own initiative and he worked it out with other guys that also gym. Like I didn't go like, hey, can you buy this? And that's fine. But like the way that it's being presented is like, oh yeah, he bought stuff for the gym and then we kicked him out and I robbed him. Like it's just like this narrative is fucking insane. It's like, and that is what
and it's
gets
like
fed, right?
and
It's
here,
like,
right,
the
like
fuck,
you don't pay rent, you don't pay for food, and like it's not like Debarks was here for a month, you know. When people are like, oh, he spent money on lawyers to get his visa to be in the country and stuff. I just don't think it's a fair representation of what is, and I think Debarks agrees with that too. When people say that. What I don't get is why this conversation is public. I guess a lot of people came into the chat. Or...
But the thing is, it's like because he is very known in COS Pro, you know, and like there everybody's talking about it, memeing it up, and he said like go check with me. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Because I actually do not like to talk about these things on stream because I value people's privacy. I'm really honest about it because sometimes there is some annoying things that are being said and I don't like to put people on the spot. Not at all. I don't think it's fair. I'm just genuine, right? But of course, like that's what happens. And it's also a good thing, right? Like everything that is happening right now and even me having to talk about it, I don't have to, but like, you know, because like being basically pushed towards it. I'm not forced, but being pushed toward it shows how what
I don't like that people are now saying like Debarks being weird with women in the compound.
No.
Debarks.
He was not weird. He was just a man like any other man, and there is just like he wasn't aware that the rules were, you know, so non-flexible. But man, like I mean, like when he's not a creep or anything like that. I'm being very clear about that. So don't make him sound like that. There is just not full transparency and honesty in that regards, but it was not that big of a deal, and I don't see it repeat itself anyway. But I do have to say this is a common thing that happens. Guys come over here and they're being told not to hit on girls, and then they literally like I'm not saying he did it or didn't do it with conscience or with agenda, but man, it keeps happening over and over again. And I need to go and first Marek that is here addresses it, and then it happens again, and then I have to literally go and say like, bro, you do this again, you are out. I have to tell them in the face, or they don't register, say that you're out. There was a guy here, right? You guys want to hear a crazy story? I'm gonna say, like, I have to say, there was a guy here, right? It was addressed, right? You don't talk to girls. You know what he said? Okay, that's good. Then he ended up like going to a girl's room, right? And someone saw it, right? And said like, how, what happened? We address it. He went to a girl's room. That's really like big red flag, because what if the girl you get like, and it's like, you know what he said? He said, yeah, I know it wasn't allowed, but I disagreed. Can you fucking believe that? Giga chat.
I mean, we laugh, but if something would happen, or he would get accused, or something would happen to her, it's no fun. This place is over.
But that's
this place is over.
But
like,
people don't understand that.
And it's to take that for granted is crazy.
Imagine there is a girl that comes, right? And like a girl leaves and it's like, oh yeah, I got sexually assaulted there or whatever, right? You don't even know what it exactly is. We are fucked. The girls here, you think they will feel safe? It's like, I mean, it's fucked up. Like we have very strong rules. A guy cannot go inside a girl's room unless it is work or they're in a relationship. Otherwise, they are not allowed. It's like I was even considering putting cameras in the hallways just so that there is no way that a girl can go like, or a guy do anything because I don't want these things to happen. I mean, it makes sense, right? Man, I'm so fucking paranoid about this shit. And when I say paranoid, I don't say that I distrust people that they would do something, but it's just like I don't want accusations or drama or vague things. And these things happen, you know. I'm just saying, it's like that's my world I have to live in and I have to deal with it.
No, that's not true, Judas. We're just giving an example of what occurs and what can occur and what has happened in the past here in this environment and why the rules are the way they are. Like, it's quite simple.
What if I'm gender fluid? It's like we have had gay people come over and there's been no issues, you know. It's like these rules, when you see it, like it's not, you're not in the court, you know, where you're arguing. It's just like these are basic rules to make sure there is peace. And it's not like, you know, and they're very much the result of the problems that we have to face on a day-to-day basis. So like it's not like we have an entire constitution written about all the rules and whatever. The less rules, the better.
There's 5 rules literally in their place.
Yes.
5 rules.
Yes.
That's all.
Rules. And every single rule, I can tell you guys an amazing story that you guys would love. Why that rule exists. You guys would laugh your ass off. You're like, okay, that's no way. So yeah.
What causes the emotional buildup of things, rules or work? I think that's a great question. I think the one thing that causes the most dissonance in this environment is the grind. It's the grind without immediate results. I think that is the biggest one. I think it's the grind without immediate results, but I also think it's when a person doesn't communicate how they feel with anyone, and it piles up and it is unresolved because
I understand.
The inner dialogue is not enough to gain the...
I understand, but I would still think if we would be mega successful, right, that a lot of these things would be able to be overcome and people would be more motivated to communicate. I think the main issue is just the grind and the lack of success in their face. I really think that's what it is. And I also see it because people can communicate and can have even a communicator, right? If things are not like, whoa, pumpy pump, then people are just less motivated. But if things go really well with all the streamers, this and that, people, man, like they activate and suddenly they have so much less issues too. That's literally what I've experienced. And that's also why I'm not so strict about people being productive, because we're about to get really popular. So if we're really popular, right, it's like, I know people wanna, like people that might now not do so much, they're suddenly gonna go like bam, 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 bam. I just know it. And I know Debarks would have been one of them. That's why you can always reapply, you know.
But only, of course, if you see why certain things are the way they are and you feel compatible with that, you know, like...
Yeah, we will bring back AI Biden. We will bring him back. But Debarks, like I've said many things that literally were your words, right? And what you said in the chat is you apologize and you take it back. But like I just want to say, like if you express these things, right? Like the crazy thing, right, is you can't always just take things back, and that's the sad story of life. If there is something that happens even in this environment, right, and I go and I say, I take it back, guys, okay, all good, that's not how it works. People just look at me and say like, fuck you. I'm not saying fuck you to you, right, but I'm just saying that's the reality. If you are, you know, if you have an audience, right, and you go and you say like, Athene is a sexist, right, and then you go afterwards, it's like, I take it back, right, it's like it's already spreading, the damage is done. It's like, and that's the problem, right? We've seen it happen with Destiny. We've seen it happen with other people talking about my charity and saying that I'm a scammer, and then like in how it all ripples. And it's just like, and if I would talk to Destiny, I bet he would say like, I'll take that back. Well, okay.
He did say, I take that back. Well, I even have it in a message to me in private. He says, oh yeah, oh, it seems I said that, I'll take that back. But like, publicly, nothing's taken back.
But yeah, what
Not saying that about you, Debarks, you know.
I'm just saying, right, what I'm just trying to explain, right? You're talking about miscommunication, right? What I'm just trying to say, like the level of accountability that I'm being held to, right? And you even held me to, right? Like if you would hold yourself to it, you would experience a lot more like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Like this is really like very like this is a very big, you know, like this is a very big problem. This is a very big problem that, you know, I can cause these things and I'm not even that aware of. Like, it's like, you know, I really juggle so much shit, right? This place is very sensitive, right? And it's like there's people here, right? And let's say I'll tell you there was one person, right, that was responsible for several people leaving. I'm not gonna say who and what or whatever, right? Because
right.
Wait. What?
Sorry. Now I know why they say it in COS Pro, right? Right.
Right.
Yeah, I know now. I have never thought about it to this degree before, but holy shit.
I love your contribution.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it. What the fuck?
You take it back.
No.
You don't take it back?
I take it back, right?
And now everybody's gonna say, right.
Dude.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be self-conscious. Fuck.
Sorry, you were on a roll too. I can't take it back now, right?
But right. So right. No, either way. There's people that have been responsible for many people leaving because of the way they were treated. So let's say, right?
It's the first time I noticed it too. That it's like this. Like, holy shit.
Like right. The thing is as well. Yeah, that's also the thing. Like and right. My stop words. Either way, I need to make sure that people feel safe in this place.
Right.
But yeah.
I haven't paid attention, Debarks. I just haven't paid attention to it.
To what? Right.
Yeah. Like, I know you say it sometimes, but like that? Holy.
It's just sometimes I think a lot. And I need pauses.
Debarks, right? That's the ripple effect, right? You get to feel it firsthand, right?
It's interesting because he says that he wanted to keep it private, but I got literally messages from people outside this place.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't wanna talk about these things, you know. And then I heard like that you heard stuff from other people saying it here because of the telephone game, and you have three connections, right? And you say A, and at the end it's Z. It's really like
I haven't had time to read and respond fully, Debarks, to the latest message, but I will. Just so you know, so you don't think.
I do want to say there is people that talk about stuff, right? Even people in here, right? Not everybody knows exactly what happened because we keep it private. But then they make up their own reasoning and they say stuff and they gossip.
And then it spreads.
And it spreads and it's like...
I'll say girls are really good at this.
And girls are insanely good at this, well, or bad. And then you hear stuff from the telephone game, you go like, man, but I didn't know that. They didn't tell me this. What is this? What is that?
And it's not even...
The like, if you want to know exactly why did you get kicked, very concretely, it is because the degree to which you were invested in the place was very low and you were already considering leaving, which means like if you leave, it's not the end of the world because you're already thinking about it. You experiencing a lot of lack of trust for me that is leading the place, and the emotional outburst. These three things I would say is the productivity, not so productive, lack of productivity, these four things. But I know this lack of productivity, if we're successful, you'd be a lot more productive. I know that. But these are the 4 things. And of course, my experience, my overall experience, I know from people that have been here, when they have doubts about being here, they just tend to cause more trouble. And it doesn't end with just, you know, addressing something or whatever. It just lingers on until the person leaves. And that's really like textbook, what's happening here over and over and over again. And it's my job to make sure that, yeah, that and there's also another guy that got, you know, that it was for a different thing. There was one guy that came over. I don't know why it's always UK people. I don't want to be what is it? What's the word?
Sexist.
No, not sexist. What do you call it when you
Judgmental?
No, it's not. What do you call it when you
generalize?
Yeah, I don't want to generalize, but it was also from the UK. I don't want to generalize though. There was a scenario where there was a guy that walked. Man, you guys, like he walked over the hallway and someone else crossed by and accidentally bumped.
Ah.
And he went like,
What?
"No problem?"
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Got insta kicked out. You didn't do that though, but I'm just giving this as an example, right? It's really like, it's like, what is up with that, you know? It's just like I don't understand that, right? Like, yeah, I'm just saying you didn't do that, but what you did was something else. I wasn't there, so I don't know what it was exactly, but I know that you were quite emotional.
I see some things in the chat going like, saying hi to a girl equals kick. That's not true at all.
No,
Girls and
man.
guys can chat. It's completely fine. It's more about the underlying dynamics and the intentions, both from the girl side and the guy side. It's just to not have bullshit. And then what was the other thing? Like the 6th rule, you have to trust in Athene blindly. That's not even
No.
true. There's a lot of people that are here and don't, but yeah.
But you can question things, you know, and you can ask things. It's just
Yeah.
that if you think if you come over here thinking that I'm a bad leader and that I don't know what I'm doing, then it makes no sense to come here. Like, I mean, what the fuck? It's nonsensical. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody here trusts me blindly, honestly.
Pandagonal says, did you say that men are not allowed to stream? No, we didn't say that at all. I mean, Debarks was streaming for quite some time already. There was just a component of like streaming video games, because it's like, can you imagine how it is for people here in a volunteering setting if you're in the kitchen and working all day and then coding, you know, and then someone else is in their room streaming video games. It's kind of...
What I do want to say though about the streaming though, if you are streaming in this environment and you say like, oh yeah, you have thoughts that I'm a sexist, there is no fucking way. I don't feel comfortable you streaming in here. I don't feel comfortable you growing an audience that you then can weaponize and make shit up. I do not want that at all. And for a legitimate reason. It's not because I don't want people to stream or whatever. I don't want them to use that as leverage to go and basically spread stuff that is not true. It stresses the shit out of me, and that's the thing, right? It's like, yeah, I mean, it's scary shit for me, like, because that's the part where I already got, you know, canceled several times. If there's a person here that grows an audience, right, and gets hosted by all the streamer girls here, right, and then, you know, leaves.
Okay, you made the point already.
But I'm just saying that's terrifying for me, and it makes sense, you know.
All right, so there's a lot of other questions coming up in the chat, like, for example, like, why am I allowed to stream doing nothing? I want to say, in terms of me,
Did anyone ask that?
So many people said it in the chat just now. You're not reading. Where? They're saying that Tanya just plays games and that Morale and her friend are just streaming doing nothing.
Ah, okay.
I was a streamer before I came here, and when it comes to Tanya, she's his girlfriend. It's not like she applied to come over here and work in this environment. She came over because they are together. In terms of me, like, I was a streamer before I came here. Me streaming has brought a lot to this place as well, and the work that I do overlaps really well with what we do. I don't see any issue with that. And when I do stream lately, it's on my leisure time.
It's also because you're a girl.
There you go. But even here in this place, I heard that people get a bit triggered on my leisure time to-do list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your to-do list is amazing. Drink coffee, wake up.
Make my bed.
Yes, wipe your ass.
That's not on the list, but
That's
it's
why
on
you
the
didn't
mental
write
list.
I set you up for that one.
No, I took a nap, Nikki. I think I'm getting sick, and so I'm very
She's trying
tired.
to play the I'm tired card. What is all these subs here? I grew skeptical over things over time. For example, there was 3 instances where I was asked to edit videos on Reels, and every time you pivoted to something else and what I worked on got scrapped. So that is an example of something that frustrated me. So when I was most recently asked to edit Maral's Reels, I asked you for you to be sure what you wanted, and you actually wanted it, so my time does not get wasted. I don't think that it is being difficult or unreasonable. Huh?
Can I just say I never asked for that before people make that assumption? I think it's good to communicate.
I have to say that when it comes down to doing stuff, we don't chase people. No, the thing about being difficult is just not true. That is not true. That is literally telephone game. I'm just saying you straight up, that is not true. You were not difficult.
Not at all. I don't even know where that comes from.
You didn't take the most initiative and ownership of the stuff that you did that you didn't like so much to do, but you weren't difficult. I don't even know where that comes from, honestly.
Yeah, I also don't know. But that just goes to show the rumor game.
Probably one girl that talked, yeah, I think on a walk or something, they went all together and they said random shit. It's just always like that. People just gossip.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't. You're treating men and women differently. That's literally the definition of sexism. Sexism on itself is not bad, it's reality. Apologize to Debarks right now, he said nothing wrong.
No, you're not difficult to Debarks.
Like I want to address that, by the way.
Go ahead.
For Athene. Like the reason why what you say there is completely inaccurate is because when you say you're a sexist, right, in society, what people understand is very different. They don't go to thesaurus or fucking the dictionary and look up the definition. And then you don't get to debate every single person what the definition is and go like, okay, in the honest truth, this and that. None of that. They go like, oh, this is that. There's an emotion. You're labeled, done. And that's the consequences. Banned risk. Oh, you can't raise money for charity. Easy clap. I'm not going to go to Save the Children and say like, oh, did you look the definition and try to make a case that, oh, actually everybody is a sexist. Like, it's just, it's completely delulu. So no, I'm sorry, bro. Making these kind of arguments don't hold up. I don't even know why I'm addressing it, but hey.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah, you think it's nice? Yeah? If task in his work were editing Moral's reels, I mean, come on, how could he take it seriously? That's the Philippines outsourced job at $3 an hour.
I didn't give this as a task. That's all I can say. I was surprised. But I was happy.
When do we get actually update and not just things trucking along? When it's happening.
That's so vague.
Before Christmas.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you agree?
Wait, we're actually getting. Yeah, I agree that it's before Christmas. I do. I actually do. But it's
Do you think what we're working on is big?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
Bigger than
working
my
on it.
cock?
I wouldn't know. It's so small you can't even see it while you're wearing your uh what's it called?
My
These
pants?
type of pants. Oh my gosh. Why do you make these jokes?
Well, I'm just saying, how many legs do I have? Look at it.
You can't say these type of jokes. People really get triggered by my to-do.
Yeah, yeah, people do really get triggered by your to-do.
Everyone. I talked to Debarks about it and he was also like, man.
It's like when Adamogod reacted to a job of a girl at Microsoft.
I
And
didn't
it's
see
really
this.
like, oh yeah, going to eat, like take a little break, work, focus. And then literally 45 minutes later, going to chat, rest, then okay, back work 45 minutes, then dessert, oh yeah, then a little break, then a little nap, back to work. Literally, when you count the hours, it's like a few hours a day. And it's like at the end, a very productive day.
Mushor says, Athene, recently Mr. Beast did a charity stream and got $12 million and it's somehow a world record. How much did you collect with Save the Children back in the days? I'm pretty sure it was more than 12 million.
25 million plus.
Yeah, it was 25.
Yeah.
But not in one event. It was over time. 25 million.
You know what Maral's power, right? And the way she can contribute, right? Like, it's just,
Don't make a stupid joke now.
no. What a lot of people don't realize, right, is she gets a lot of shit done by just being herself, and her networking capacities are insane. And maybe it's because she's a little bit, weird like that. It's just insane. It's actually unfair. As a dude, right? you gotta drag your balls through a fucking road of glass.
Are you jealous again?
And as a woman, if you got the vibes, it's just like, I want to drink my coffee. And it's like, partnerships, getting more shit done than me having any conversation. This woman,
I got that Riz. Thank you, Urodin.
she got that riz, yeah. Why does she get a lot of views on Twitch? She has almost more views than me, I think, now. Let me have a quick look. Fucking have like 270 views she has. I have 240. I'm still bigger than you.
You still.
I'm still bigger than you. Just 270. She's 200.
No, I don't.
Views.
No. It's the average is a lot lower than that.
Yeah.
But for not doing much and
Yeah.
just chilling and being, it's pretty decent.
She makes it so easy. She just streams and does whatever. Okay. I'm gonna be calling it a day here, I think. I think people got their bag of popcorn because that's what they wanted.
Is there a cooldown to when I reapply? Debarks really wants to come back. Before Christmas?
Yeah, before Christmas for sure. But what I'm thinking, right, is like, I just don't want bullshit. I really don't want. I expressed myself very strongly, right? Because if there is no bullshit, right, I really don't mind. I don't have anything against you, for real. But I sincerely don't want bullshit. I don't want, you to call me a sexist for the decisions that are being made here. Like it's extremely scary for me, because there is already documentaries, and I'm not a sexist. So if you feel like you want to push for your own stuff and you can't get it or whatever, and you start pulling that card, it's scary as shit for me. Stuff like that, right? I'm just giving this as an example, right? Or that you like having outbursts to people, right? That do their job here, right? And try to just do their own thing. It's really it can make them leave. Like I'm being fully honest here, right? You might not be aware of that, but people can leave when when these things happen. It's like there's people that have left here because of what people said in COS Pro, like for real, by the way. And that's the thing. Like people underestimate, right? How things can ripple. Or on the other hand, if you think that I'm doing a shitty job or you channel a lot of your frustrations, because for whatever reason, right? That is not good either, like I don't want that. Like I don't want to have a situation where down the line it's like, oh fuck, we shouldn't have done that because of this or that or that.
So can I just address? So Debarks says, no hard feelings. I love you really, and I'm just very calculative and see patterns. I would communicate better. I think communication is really key for things to not pile up and for misunderstandings to be assumed or the conclusion. And like just between you and me, Debarks, like for you're calculative and you see patterns, and I think you're intelligent and you can see these patterns, but it's important that when they get channeled the wrong way, that you don't give them the weight that you do give them, because then you're in a position where it really you have the emotional buildup for things that aren't even true. And then you also like and the example, right, that only you and I will know, but the hallway to the bathroom is a good example here for you to think about in terms of exactly what he was talking about.
I do want to say one thing, right? But I don't know if I should, but maybe I should.
Say it? Can I say it? So, with the girl situation, right? Like when you had a talk with him and you were very upset and but it came from care, of course, and he had and it made Debarks very upset after that conversation, because Debarks went into it, not with bad intent, but things just kind of, the ripple effect of how things are. Then he wanted to talk to me about it, because sometimes, like, I have a good way of expressing things. Like, me and Debarks are we communicate well when we chat. But then he got into his head and he assumed through his pattern and assumption making that I would react the same way Athene did to him, and that I would basically come off very strongly to him. So he avoided going in the hallway on the way to the bathroom because he was afraid of running into me, because I would be the same. But under no circumstance have I ever, raised my voice or been like coming off strong in conversations with anyone, unless it's with him. So it was really jumping to a conclusion. Am I saying it right, Debarks?
I've heard more crazy things. Man, I can tell stories. Actually, I can say.
And then we did have a conversation, and it was a really good one. And it wasn't at all true, like the assumption that he had gotten to. And it just goes to show that if you like humor and put weight towards certain ideas, then you can really end up in places that internally, right within your head, that don't make sense. And then in order to make sense of them, you channel them wrongly by blaming others or trying to frame it in a way where, how do I put it? Like,
maybe I should tell a story to make Debarks feel a little bit less bad.
What is it about me?
No, okay. About someone else that was here. I think it's long enough that I can say it. This is some crazy story, by the way.
Do I know it? Probably not.
You know it.
I'm curious.
No, yeah. I don't think you know it.
But don't mention names, I guess.
No way.
Okay.
There was a guy coming to me, right, and said like he was very offended, and he was like, what, like, and I was like, but why? And he was very angry at first. And it's like, yeah, why did you look at me in that way? What way? And he said like, yeah, and it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And he said like, I do, I do no fap. And I'm like, what?
Wait, this happened 2 weeks ago?
No, this
No.
happened like many years ago. And, and I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I do no fap. I don't fap. And it's like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does that have to do? It's like, yeah, you looked at me like I fapped. What the fuck is this? I'm like, I am fucking serious, man. Why are you laughing? This is not okay.
Because I will
like
look at you and I will
judge-
say this now every time I see her. I was like, why are you looking at me like that? You know I don't
He
do.
felt judged
I know
as if
fap.
I saw that he fapped and he didn't fap, and he said didn't fap for I don't know how long. And I was
That's
like, but
fucking.
I don't mind. I don't even know you don't fap. It says like, yeah, no, you know. I'm just saying. So, Debarks, you can feel a bit better about yourself.
Oh, man.
He was literally doing a no-fap marathon in his mind. He thought that I knew that he wasn't doing it, and he was doing it to prove himself to me. And when he saw me look at him, he thought I was looking at him judgmental, thinking
It's
he
very
fapped.
fascinating how people can really be in their head.
Yeah, but this is in your
No
head
fap.
over 9,000.
Yeah, of course. But damn.
Man, I can say other stories that are even crazier than this one.
One more. It's kind of funny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There was a girl.
What?
Wait a minute. There was a guy. Guy got kicked out, by the way. It's a long time ago. He said that... oh man, I feel bad about even saying this, but like, man, this is almost like mental disorder. He said like, yeah, there's a girl that's really interested in me.
Okay.
She wants to marry me.
Oh God.
And it's like, okay.
This is security risk. Immediately when I hear this,
Yeah.
the bells go off, and
It's
I'm
like-
security risk.
It's like, why? It's like, yeah, she left her gloves for me at the desk. And I was like, did she tell you anything already? No, but I just feel it. I'm just fucking saying.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What
That's
the fuck?
fucking scary.
So do you guys understand when
we have the rules we
when
have
we
in
have the
place,
rules, right?
some people are really fucking weird. Yeah, we got in the way of the marriage.
It was just like gloves for when it's cold.
Outside.
No, just at the desk, and he thought it was for her.
For him, you mean?
Yeah, for him. And also, like, the crazy part, right? You guys want to know, because I can go even further. It's like, you know how we figured it out? Because how do we even ask that question, right? It's like, he was walking...
Did you leave your gloves?
He was walking in the building, right, with sunglasses, really like the Matrix, like really like that. And it's like, why do you do this? It's like, yeah, he was really like all over the moon because he thought this girl was going to marry him. It's just like, I'm just saying, it's nuts. It's fucking crazy. And it happens. I mean, it's like, there is people, there is people that come over that have mental illness. Like, it's just the reality. It's like the one guy that came here, right? And when I said, can we shoot you? He said, no. It's like, why? You're going to make porno.
Shoot you.
Can we record the NDA signing? He didn't want to because we could then deepfake his face and make a porno out of him.
Nowadays, I mean,
Well, he was really ahead of his time.
yeah.
And this was like literally 10 years ago.
10
8
years ago.
8 years ago. He said, you can't sign. It's like, why can't you sign? It's like, because I don't want to make a porno of me. I am fucking serious, man. Oh my God. Instantly out. It's like, okay, thank you.
How many people do you think make it through the screening that have mental illness and didn't get found out in the screening? 1 in 10. Well, I can tell you
I
that.
don't mind people coming over with mental illness. As crazy as it sounds, there's several people that have come here that have been really like medically described schizophrenic and take medication. I'm not judgmental towards that. It's just when you are an actual security risk, it's a different story. But like, because there is like, I mean, if you have a mental illness, right, and you have it under control, I don't mind. But if you're coming here and you express things, we tell you to get help. You don't do that. You got to get, you got to go professional with your family, whatever. Because we are not, we are not going around and kicking people out or whatever. But like, if you're a security risk, that's really, it's non-negotiable,
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to film a porno is kicked. Yeah. It's interesting though. People got so many stories today, and I didn't even tell most of them. You know. Oh my god, man. There was another guy, right? That said like, "Oh yeah, this girl is interested in me," and I was like, "What? Why do you think so?" I can smell it. Her smell changes when she walks by. I'm fucking serious, man.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Well, but how does he know what her smell is when she doesn't walk by?
it's really like.
Bro.
Well, I'm just saying this shit just happens, and it's really like it's very frustrating because
Yeah, like the amount of time it takes to deal with something. Like, for example, like when a girl causes bullshit or whatever the fuck, like the amount of time it takes to sit down and structure and go through it in a way that protects everybody, including the person themselves, is a lot of work. And you can't never fully know what people are like. I mean, this place has had like 600 people come and go. There's a lot of people, you know, a lot of different personalities to learn from and deal with and work with.
I like the one guy that's put in his comment bio, right? I like big booty asses.
What, on Slack?
Yeah. He also got kicked. But we didn't kick. We first addressed. He made a comment, right? And we addressed. We said you cannot make these comments. And then he went to Slack and put that in his bio. I like big booty ass. That was after it was addressed.
It was a
yes.
What's it called? A rebellious act.
Yes. So we first addressed. You can't make these kind of sexist things about people here. It's not okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. Goes to Slack. Just put I like big booty asses on his Slack. Fucking unbelievable, man. Giga chat doubling down. Yeah, there's a lot of giga chats. Giga chats.
What? Yeah.
But people don't understand this. It's like you can't have any sexual bullshit in this environment or we're fucked.
Yeah, it's not even like that we like to enforce it or whatever the fuck.
You know that this hit piece that this fucker made, right? We like the mayor wanted to put an investigation in this place. You guys can understand that investigation. It's like we literally were in the newspaper here that we're a fucking cult. It's just like you have these hit pieces, right? And it spreads like fire. Nobody double checks. If people don't understand it, and the Ukrainian girls, I don't even want to talk about that. Either way, that's the story, man. People don't know any of this stuff.
Man, people don't know a fraction of
because everything I said, it's all the fun stuff, right? I'm not even talking to you guys about the really bullshit, like the really stuff that I can tell you guys won't even laugh. This is all the funny stories, but there's so many stories that are so fucking, yeah, people don't know. No, the newspaper was just like, oh yeah, cult, blah blah blah, and it was literally like the talk of force, I think. Oh. Either way. No, it was not the girl that was painting. It was not her. It was another one. The girl that was painting was pretty chill. Either way.
Can you tell me what this is all about in the group? Do I have to be coding or what? I mean, people do different things, different tasks, depending also what you want to do and or what you're good at or where you can contribute.
Since Michi and Maral are streaming, we're getting so many more applications of guys saying like, yeah, I watched the Real Talk. I'm really interested in coming over, like, yeah, I also watch, these streams. It's just like...
Well, what I think is nice with the streams is they probably get like a little bit of an idea of what
Moral's body is amazing. Can you turn around? But no, don't do that. Like, what are you doing?
Someone's got to enjoy it, right? And it isn't me.
Why not?
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Loose hand?
What?
No, nothing.
I didn't get the joke.
It's fine. They got it. Go on. What did you say?
Oh, you mean like that I would masturbate and fulfill my own needs? Is
I
that
don't
what you're
know.
saying? I forgot what I was saying. Athene, you made a sexual comment, you gotta get kicked. Do you know that Athene doesn't talk to almost anyone?
Yes.
Almost anyone.
Well, I do talk. I work with Nolan, I work with Cedric, I work with Jan, I work with Reese, and I work with Maral. And aside from that, I just, like, a lot of people get very anxious when they talk to me. I also know, but there were a few people here that got panic attacks after I talked to them. It's very annoying because I'm just chill. That's in the past, you know. Now it's more chill. But yeah, I don't talk so much to people.
I think the place has also changed a lot since in the past. Like the threshold and everything here is quite different. Like it's not a lot of pressure like there used to be when you guys were making the game, and a lot of people also have certain ideas of you in their head. And then so yeah. But yeah, he doesn't really talk to people. Unless when they come over. Or unless they're working together on something, yeah.
I do talk, like when people come over, I always have one talk. With girls, like I don't talk with them alone. A very strict rule about that. And only when they come over, I have one introduction talk, and then I am not in the room with a girl alone. No fucking way. Man, like, it's so scary. Like, yeah. I just want nothing.
There's people, yeah, he talks to me alone, but we have known each other for 16 years. I mean, I used to live at his mom's place, you know.
Yeah, with Maral, she's not gonna accuse me, you know, of anything.
Well,
if it's something, it's gonna be the other way around, you know. Don't touch me.
I didn't.
No,
I wouldn't even want to.
Don't touch my leg like that.
With what? My imaginary third leg.
With your legs. She's touching me. I do not consent.
I've seen this meme around.
Yeah, I don't think it's nice though to say that.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say.
I didn't even know who that was. I asked.
Yeah.
True, Ben. When you have a dog once, you realize that talking is absolutely not needed for good communication.
You can also have that when you do doggy.
150 mg, my Twitch is not updated. I'm actually, how old am I now? 35. Maybe it's not 16 years, maybe it's 15 years we've known each other.
Okay. That's good. I mean, I gave you guys your nice popcorn that you guys... I didn't want to talk about it, I'm honest, but I knew they were going to ask.
I can't even hear you when you're like all over there.
I didn't like the idea of not addressing it. It would have not been fair. I thought it was the right thing to do because live argument soon when I'm back. Let's go, boys. Talk to this beautiful girl, like all happy and then
what?
I wanted to say something, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it. Can I apply? I'm an alpha genius Muslim. You need people like me. I can increase all your goals value by 100%.
This guy, I think, would come into my room and chop my head off in my sleep.
Only if you make a drawing.
No, I would look at him and he would feel like he's violated the Islamic laws, and he would come into my room and he would fucking chop my head off like some.
With Win Monkin, right? You'd be drawing your own face and you would think you draw Muhammad. That's a good one, eh?
That was so good, actually. What the fuck?
I thought that was really good.
That was fucking funny.
Okay, either way, people can always apply, you know, including Debarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be raiding Tanya if she's still alive. She has her birthday today.
Huh? Her birthday stream.
Yeah, her birthday stream, yeah. And she also has a goal, I think. For 500 euros, I would do Beat Saber, even though I don't want to beat my Saber, honestly. Not at all, but I was like, if you get 500, then sure. I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe. I never know with you guys. And that is basically all I have to say.
I think
what?
It would be nice if she gets her Beat Saber goal. Then we'd get to see your noodle arms really work more than they've ever
really
worked.
Noodle.
You're the worst. Just here, raid Tanya. Like
you just started the raid without. She just put enter. So make sure, guys, give her some nice birthday presents, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Peace out.